Praise the name of Jesus. This one is a beginning song. It is one verse. Sometimes they sing it through 2 or 3 times, but it is one that the words are very simple. There's a few words that you're going to have to understand, and you're going to have to look at it in what it means to you. There's just a lot of songs that way. They use a lot of what they call poetic license. So take a look at the song, see that if this interpretation matches yours, and if it does, just practice it that way. The words that you're going to need, because it's beginning, I will go through most of the words. Now remember, it's a concept language. It is not a word by word translation. Although most of these words are interpreted or translated, you will need to make sure that you understand that some of these words will not, because of the concept of it. The word like the, a, is, are, was, were, those are not within the context because they are incorporated within the meaning. The words that you will need: praise. And that's just like you are at a concert and you're happy with the performance, you will clap your hands. Same thing with this song. The word praise is the clapping of the hands. You're praising God here. Praise. Name. Now, if you think of two ends and take the dominant hand on top of the non-dominant hand, and it's just a double bump. Name. Of. Now that is a short word. It is fingerspelled. That becomes a sign of it. They probably would not read it as OF. They will just read it as of. Jesus. Think of the nail prints in the hands of Jesus. Center fingers. I call them the feeling fingers because a lot of the words that are made with those have feeling behind them. Even the word Jesus has the feeling behind it. So dominant to non-dominant, then non-dominant over to dominant. Rock. And that's where you're going to see both hands in kind of an A position and the dominant on top of the non-dominant hand. Rock. There is the word my and I. Now, they have a lot of similarities, but I, or me, and you're just going to be pointing to yourself, and that's I and me. My, though, is possession, so it's like there are objects out in front of you. You're taking and bringing them toward you. My. Fortress. Now, in this song, I've seen the deaf do fortress as like a fence around you. In this song, I think of it as a shield. So with your non-dominant hand, you grab the shield, and then your dominant hand forms that shield that goes around and back up. Fortress or shield. Deliverer. And that is where you're going to cross your hands. It's like you're in a bound position, like a slave would be, with the D's in your hand. So take and form the D's. And as you do, you are going to break free and pull it out. At this point, you put a person ending on it. When an object becomes a person, you are going to take it out and bring it down. That is the notation for a person. Now, him. We talked about me, you, he, or him. You're just pointing to the person in a pronoun. If the person is not, you can take it up that way. Most of the time, they just point up toward God. Him. The word will is not translated because it's incorporated. Trust. Both hands, dominant on top of non-dominant, grab and hold it tight. Trust. And that's all of the words that there are in that song. So just make sure that you are comfortable. You've sang it through a couple times, especially if it's not familiar to you. Praise the name of Jesus. Praise the name of Jesus. He's my rock. He's my fortress. He's my deliverer. In him will I trust. Praise the name of Jesus.